I'm going to be surviving in a desert-only world, a world where there's very few passive animal spawns, limited food, and limited wood sources, all to answer one question: will I be able to survive long enough for me to beat the game? I've set myself a couple of goals for this episode, so I think I'm going to start right at number 1, which is going to be finding a desert village. And conveniently, there was one right next to spawn. And the reason that I wanted to find a desert village is because in a desert, there really isn't a lot of sources of wood. But the benefit of having desert villages is that some of these houses have crafting tables, which is very useful because we can then craft things without having to need lots of wood initially. So I'm going to steal all of their hay bales and go ahead and craft up a bunch of food for us to eat. And with any luck, this will hopefully be enough to get us all the way through the rest of this series. Now the next thing that I want to do, I forgot I added the 1.20 stuff. Oh, you were beautiful. I don't have a saddle, but I can at least tame you, right? No? Oh, he's already tamed. Okay, well I don't have a saddle right now because we just started, but maybe we can go find a desert village and come back for this guy. But like I was saying, the next thing that I need is going to be a blacksmith, something that we can get iron from, or this guy will also alternatively work. So if I grab some sand and just smack that guy. This is gonna take absolutely ages because I'm gonna have to punch him with my fist, but we'll at least have iron when it's done. There we go. And then we can take our crafting table, and if we break a couple of these dead bushes over here for some sticks, we can use our crafting table to craft ourselves up an iron pick, which then is going to allow us to head over to one of those caves right there or dig down into the ground and start getting some cobblestone. Now, I think I want to also go searching for some iron, so I might as well head over to one of these caves and check it out. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Oh no, there's 2. If I can bring them out into the sunlight, then they'll burn a little bit, right? Why aren't you burning? Oh, there we go. Okay, then we can do the same to the other one. That didn't go to plan. Okay, well, it appears that even though we died, we did get rid of that skeleton, so that's pretty good. We're gonna go in here and light it up so none of them spawn again. Wouldn't really want that. Then we can grab our pickaxe and start grabbing all of their stone. And with that stone, we can go ahead and make a furnace and make our way into the Stone Age. And for the second goal of this video, it's time for us to hop over into another cave and see if we can find any iron. Now we do already have an iron pickaxe, but I would like enough so that we can make some iron tools and armor. Obviously we're going to need it. And I think we should have quite enough. So the first thing that I think I want to make is some boots, a helmet, leggings, and a chest plate. And then finally, we can take this last bit of iron and craft ourselves up an iron axe. And for now, the shovel will just have to wait for an upgrade. But with all of that, I would say that that is our second objective for the video complete. So next, I want to head back to that village and start collecting some resources so that we can build ourselves a house. I'm also going to get rid of this little plot of land that the villager was working on, just because I really want this area to be where my house is built. And they've got plenty of food in other spots, so they should be okay. And now that we've got a big area flattened out for us to work with, let's set up a little temporary base right here and get back to collecting some materials for the house. Alright, and we should be ready. I have plenty of materials in here, and I'll put a picture on screen of what I'm trying to build right now. And the main thing that's missing is the fact that we don't have wood. But I think what I'm going to do is try to use this terracotta as our accent color, rather than the wood. So we might as well get building. I'm going to start right in the middle and try to make a front entrance overhang. To do that, we'll add some poles right here. Then we can outline it in some slabs and add our highlight color right in the middle. That way, when you look at it from below, it's got some nice pop of color, and from above it has just a slight bit protruding from the top rather than a whole block, which I feel like would look kind of shocking. Next, we can start working on the front entranceway, adding a little indent to the top, and then right next to the entrance we can add an area where eventually we'll have a nether portal entrance, but we don't have it right now, so the entrance will just have to do for now. Just like that, and then from here we can go to the other side and start building up our staircase. Just like this, and then I want to do a little bit of a texture with this red block right up here. And then my favorite part, which is why I picked this build, is we get to add a bunch of little flower pots along the staircase and fill them up with some cute little cactus plants, just like that. And then up on the second floor, we can add 3 sections of windows, just like that. And before we go any higher in the build, I think I want to start finishing out the walls for the first floor. And to do that, we can go like this, leaving some areas for the windows, and bring this part across, leaving some more areas for even more windows. And speaking of windows, if we're going to get any, we might as well start smelting up our sand, and when that's done, we'll add it to the build. Next, we're going to need a floor for our second half of the building, so we might as well start covering this top half with some slabs. Just like this, and then we can add a little bit of a staircase going right here. Just like this, and now we have access to the second floor, where I want to start building up these walls as well. And just above our nether portal entrance, we can add another circular window just to complete the look. Alright, and just like the first floor, we need to add a roof to the second floor as well. And for this one, just so we can see the pop of color from outside, I'm going to add a block of red terracotta as the roof, so that the half slabs outside kind of leave a little bit of a gap, giving it some dimension. Just like that. So what I want to do next is start adding in all of our stuff, making a cute little bed area. And while we're already up there, we can go ahead and add a door. And at the foot of my bed, I can add a cute little carpet and some torches everywhere. And then next we can head downstairs and take all of our crafting benches with us and add in this little area. And because we don't have any other crafting stations, we're just gonna fill this up with some crafting tables. And now that we have all of that glass from the furnaces as well, we might as well turn these into some glass panes that we can decorate with. And then finally we can collect up all of our chests and come in this nice little chest room that I've prepared. And unfortunately we don't have any wood in this world, so these chests are the only ones that we have so far, but that should be enough storage for us for now. And although this base is looking pretty good so far, I think my last final touch is going to be right above the bed, which is a cute little shelf for us to put some pots on. Now if I jump just a little bit on the bed, we should be able to reach these guys to add a few pots full of some cactuses, some sea pickles. Oh, you can't put them in pots. Okay, never mind. We will just do 2 little poppies in there then. A nice little pop of color above our bed. And I think that's pretty cute. But now that the house is done doesn't mean that the episode is quite over, because we found a little special guest over here at the beginning of the episode. There he is, and I would like to head out into the vast desert in search of a desert temple so that we can see if we can get a saddle for this guy, because currently I can ride him, but I don't have a saddle. So I can head back into my base really quick and gear myself up for a long adventure. I would hope that it's a shorter adventure, but let's be real. With my luck, I'm going to be searching for 10 days. So I will prep for 10 days. And to be honest, I think that's kind of all I need. So let's head out on our adventure. And here we go. Guarded by the malicious bunnies. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. I think they're one of my favorite animals. So if we break our way into here and carefully make our way down here, please don't upload that. Okay, I did collect a little bit of sand. Hopefully that should be able to help us. Oh, hi, that definitely would not help us. Thank you. Okay. Let's see if we drop down here and pick up all the blocks, come on, and immediately get rid of that so we don't have to worry about it. So that's a no-go on the first box, but we did get a bunch of bones and some gunpowder, which is new to this world, and apparently string. Obviously, I have not been fighting any aggressive mobs, except for the skeleton, obviously. Oh, perfect. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I feel like that's a fairly rare chance to find a saddle, and that was actually pretty close to another desert village, so we might as well loot this place for everything that it has as well, which honestly wasn't much. It was a pretty small village. And now that we're back, all I need to do is go and find that camel again, which I think I see him in the distance. Hello, buddy. We can go ahead and put this on you, and then if you stand up, there we go. We can officially ride and control the camel. So we're gonna slowly make our way back over to the base, and I think for now we won't have a space for him. We'll just kind of let him chill out in the house. But with that, that is everything that I have for you guys in this episode. So if you did happen to enjoy, please do consider subscribing, because I would love to see you in the next video. And speaking of next videos, here's a couple I think that you would enjoy.